The New England Patriots had a top 5 pick in the 2025 draft. So how do they do with that selection and the rest of their picks? My name's Tyler, here with my brother Ryan, who is a giant Patriots fan, and he's excited to break down the Patriots 2025 draft. But more importantly, he's more excited as he is getting married here in a couple weeks. So send him an early wedding present by smashing that subscribe button, tackling that bell, and leaving a like and a comment. Let us know what you think of the Patriots draft. And Ryan, Patriots with the 4th overall pick selected offensive tackle from LSU, Will Campbell. Followed that up in the second round with running back TreVeyon Henderson from Ohio State. Then receiver from Washington State, Kyle Williams in the 3rd round, and then even center from Georgia, Jared Wilson in the 3rd round also. Then they got Craig Woodson, safety from California, to kick off day 3. Then they got Joshua Farmer, defensive tackle from Florida State, and then Brandon Swinson from LSU, the edge rusher from LSU. Then they got Andres Borregales, place kicker from Miami. And then in the 7th rounds, they got Marcus Bryant, offensive tackle from Missouri, long snapper Julian Ashby from Vanderbilt. Absolute Patriots play right there. And then Mr. Irrelevant, Kobe Minor, cornerback from Memphis. Ryan, I will say just real quick, you're the Patriots fan, so I know you got a lot of stuff to say, but I like a lot of these players. I like the moves that they made. What are your thoughts?
I love this draft. This is exactly, I think, what I wanted this team to do. They went out, they got explosive playmakers, they elevated the floor of this roster. And you look at the immense turnover that they had on defense and free agency. There's a lot of turnover here on the offensive side of the ball in the first 4 picks. You got your center and left tackle of the future. I think just with what they did at the throughout the rest of the draft, I think they really do view Will Campbell as a left tackle. I know there was some discrepancies there throughout the process, but I think he has the athleticism and the core strength and the recoverability to overcome some of the length issues that he might face on the outside. It's going to take some coaching, maybe at some time some scheming around, but I think he can really not just survive at left tackle, but become a Pro Bowler and kind of put the arm length questions to bed throughout his career. So I'm really excited for that. TreVeyon Henderson is an explosive playmaker. I don't love the value of running back there, but I think you go look at what they wanted in Josh McDaniel's history with 3rd down running backs being able to pass protect, get the ball and be explosive and create in screens. I think that's a really good fit. Kyle Williams is a versatile wide receiver who can line up just about anywhere on a football field. He is good after the catch, and I think Patriots fans who've been clamoring for an explosive playmaker, there you go. That's exactly what it is. Jared Wilson, center of the future. Craig Woodson, I thought was an okay pick, but the next 2 picks might be my 2 favorite picks in the draft. I had a 3rd round grade on Joshua Farmer. You get in there at the back end of the 4th, and you can go back on this channel and check me. I had Bradyn Swinson going at the end of a lot of 1st round mock drafts. I thought he was a phenomenal edge rusher. To get him here at the top of the 5th round is just amazing value. And I'm obviously biased in this, but I really think that this is probably one of the top draft classes coming out of this year's draft.
Yeah, I really think you guys did really well because even with Will Campbell, there's a lot of talent there. It's just, can he play left tackle? And if not, he can play left guard. Like, he's going to be a good offensive lineman in
Yeah.
the NFL. I personally like TreVeyon Henderson more than Quinshon Judkins, and I actually think he's going to fit a lot better into your guy's system. Nothing against Quinshon Judkins. I just like, to me, the style of running back I like more is going to be TreVeyon Henderson, because I also think too. I think he can be a bell cow back. I think he split carries with Quinshon Judkins, and that was a coaching decision. If they wanted a 3-down back, I think Henderson could be that guy. The same thing. What I agree with what you said about Kyle Williams. I really like Jared Wilson. He was the top pure center in this
Mm-hmm.
class, and so just getting more offensive line depth as well. So even that right there, go look at those first 4 picks. You have your prized possession of Drake Maye. You get him a stud offensive lineman, one of the top running backs in the class. It helped him out in the receiving room as well, after already helping him out a bunch in free agency, and then one of the top centers also too. So that was their whole top 100 was like, Drake Maye, how can we help you?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think they added on a lot of great value overall. And then day 3, lot of New England Patriots type players as well, especially to the long snapper. I don't think I'm trying to think if I've ever seen a long snapper drafted. I
The
don't
Patriots
think.
drafted their current long snapper.
Oh, okay. Well,
I believe they did anyway,
well,
but
they just did in 2025 because he. I just find it funny. I don't know why, but anyways, I just think in general this was a really good draft. This is definitely one of the better ones. This is like between A plus for me.
yeah.
I think the big. I think what's going to make it an A, what's going to keep it for me an A, is just still some of the question marks overall. Just around like, well, where Will Campbell is going to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if he was a let's say Josh Simmons didn't get hurt and they got Josh Simmons, like with his athleticism before the injury, I'd be like, dude, you guys got your left tackle forever.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
you don't have to worry about that spot. Like that dude is a stud. And Will Campbell can be a stud, but there are just some overall questions on where he's going to be best fit.
Yeah. That is so this is the one thing that I don't quite understand. I understand the arm length questions. Like, how far can he actually extend away from his body and like reach defenders? Because you can really see, like, you go watch his reps against Landon Jackson and like Shamar Stewart, and you can see like he's not really making first contact. He has really good timing, and on most reps he can hold his own. But on some of the reps where they long arm him, you can really see it.
Yeah.
The wingspan questions though that came into uh, like he had like a abnormally short wingspan. I don't know like how wide your shoulders are. Maybe it's like you're just harder to get around because you're wider, but I don't know how that truly makes a difference. And I've listened to a lot of podcasts with some respected former NFL offensive linemen and offensive line coaches, and a lot of them don't think it'll be an issue. They think he'll be able to hold up at tackle without an issue. And I think Josh McDaniels, he does his tackles a lot more favors than the offensive coordinators that the Patriots have had in the past couple years also. So I think he will be fine. I don't know if he will ever be like a Trent Williams level tackle, but you also have to think at 4, they weren't really going to get that. It's not like they passed up on a Trent Williams prospect to take Will Campbell.
I just say worst case scenario, you get a guy that's going to be a stud left guard or just offensive lineman,
Yeah.
and then a locker room leader to go alongside with your quarterback, Drake
Yeah.
Maye. So like I really think this is a Mike Rabel guy,
Yeah.
and I think this was the correct pick. If you guys would have gone Ashton Genty, I would have liked it. If you guys would have gone Ted McMillan, I would have liked it. But I think Will Campbell, though, if you're looking about like the long term longevity for the team and for your quarterback and for the franchise, I think you go with this guy right here. Because even then, too,
Yeah.
as well, going back to like that Ashton Genty thing, you got TreVeyon Henderson with the next pick, and then
Yeah.
you did get Ted McMillan, but then you got Kyle Williams as well, that speedster
Yeah.
as well to go
Yeah.
along with it.
And
So
Luther
I think this
Burden
was
was
the right
taken.
move.
Yeah, Luther Burden was taken right after TreVeyon Henderson. There were some running backs I think you could have dabbled with in the 3rd round, but the way that they played the board, I was pretty happy with. And then they actually moved down. They got, I believe, a 4th rounder next year as well. Maybe, and I think a few other picks elsewhere. I'm really happy with how they handled this draft. So overall, I'm going to give this an A. I only give out 1 A+ a year. I'm not going to go that far, but just overall, I thought they did such a good job on days 1 and 2 of just taking good players that are going to elevate this team, and they got really good value on day 3, specifically with Joshua Farmer and Bradyn Swinson. I love those 2 picks specifically. So,
Yeah.
I'm happy as a Patriots fan. I hope all other Patriots fans are happy with this draft class. With that being said, let's go ahead. Let's wrap up this video. If you guys have not already, please go ahead and like and subscribe. That is the best way to help out the channel. Leave a comment down below on what you thought of this Patriots 2025 draft class. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What would you have done differently? And other than that, we'll see you guys next time.